Hey, what up guys, G Fragrance here, and today guys, I want to share with you guys 30 of my favorite fragrances that I would never, ever replace, man. And this is literally a no BS top 30 fragrances. Like I literally was going hard just to find 30 fragrances that I currently enjoy, and it is difficult, right? I got up to about 31 fragrance and I had to remove one. It was hard, all right? So I have 30. The one that I remove, I'm gonna use it as an honorable mention. I'll probably list it somewhere in the video or towards the end of the video. So make sure you stay to the end of the video to find which fragrance that is. But we have 30 fragrances, 30 that I literally would never ever replace. These are dear to me and they will always be in my collection. I really love these fragrances. So these are not gonna be in no particular order. I'm gonna just give it to you as it is, straight raw. And I'm gonna try to review this without editing. I want everything to be authentic to you guys so you guys can know what G Fragrance loves, all right? These are literally my holy grail. These are just my fragrances, all right? All right, so let's start off in no particular order. I'm gonna grab this one right here. We're gonna start here with Gucci. This is Gucci Intense Oud. And this right here to me is just breathtaking, man. And it's funny because I started not liking this fragrance here. I didn't enjoy it at all. But slowly but surely, I started gravitating and I started loving the juice, man. Like I tell anybody, if you guys into oud, not into oud fragrances in general, you guys should heavily start off with this fragrance right here. It's a good entry point for beginners to oud because this fragrance is very, very sexy, man. This is very smooth, very refined, absolutely addictive, man. And if you can see, guys, I put a lot of, dent into this juice, but the fragrance is phenomenal, guys. So check out Gucci Intense Oud if you're really looking to get into oud fragrances. You love the fragrance from the house of oud, but this right here is just a beast, all right? Just make sure you check out this Savage right here. All right, moving over to the next fragrance here, we're gonna go into the Emporio Armani, and I have here Stronger With You Amber, man. And this fragrance right here has not really been mentioned too much back in the days. I feel like it's still not even being mentioned too much now. I think this is a very underrated fragrance from the house of Emporio Armani. A lot of people is still looking into intensely, absolutely, or sometimes they will gravitate to a new fragrance like sandalwood, tobacco, spices. They're all into the latest and the greatest, but sometimes I'm telling you, there are hidden gems within these fragrance houses, and this right here, Amber, is just phenomenal, boys. I am telling you, it still had that nice combination of vanilla chestnut combo that we all love, but this time we have a nice amber that makes the balance of this fragrance so nice, man. And I get a lot of compliments for this fragrance, and it's just so easy to wear and easy to pull off. Very versatile. Like if you're a woman, you could definitely put this bad boy on as well. Guys, you should be able to rock this bad boy as well. And I'm telling you, people love this scent profile. And I recommended it to one of my friends, and now he has it in his collection. And he said, yo, that Amber is very underrated. It's really, really good. So check out Stronger With You Amber, guys. It is phenomenal. The next fragrance here we have here from Amouage, and we have here is Interlude Black Iris, all right? And Interlude Black Iris is another fragrance just like Gucci Intense Oud I didn't enjoy, but this one over time just grew on me, man. It's just a masterpiece scent from Amouage, all right? Now, I did try the original Interlude. I didn't like that one, but the fact that they added black iris here, they removed the oregano. To me, it made the fragrance a lot better, a little more easy to wear, and it just smells phenomenal. Now, people might argue that this fragrance juice is not a compliment getter, and I do agree, but in my experience, I have gotten compliments from this fragrance, all right? I don't know if it's because of the powderiness from the iris note that gives it a little bit more of a easy to wear type of a vibe, that people just tend to really love this juice right here. Outside of Interlude, the original one, I really didn't get too much compliment from that fragrance. No, it does have better projection, and if I do get compliments, it's more from guys, all right? So just FYI, but that's been through my experience. So if you guys love smoky, iris, smoky, dark, bold fragrances. Highly recommend to check this right here. It is a phenomenal scent, and I feel like everybody, if you're into smoky fragrances, you gotta check this beast out. So going to another fragrance here from the house of Lattafa, and I have here is Honor and Glory. And this right here to me is a juice, man, for people who serious about fragrances, man. Like this right here, the pineapple, the creme brulee, and vanilla mixed together, boys, is just addictive, man. This is a breathtaking scent profile that you guys should definitely try. Sweet, juicy, mouth-watering, extremely addictive, perfect for the fall, perfect for the winter time, something for like date night, something for like those close encounter situation, I would say. But the juice is phenomenal. Creme brulee, pineapple, addictive vanilla. Boys, this fragrance is a masterpiece from Lattafa. And I'm not too sure this is going to be a clone to anything out there. You know, and if it's not, boys, check it out. An easy, breathtaking fragrance you guys going to love. Moving over to the next fragrance we have here is Dior Sauvage Elixir. Now, I know I see mixed review when it comes to Dior Sauvage Elixir, and I don't know why. The juice is extremely phenomenal, man. The performance is there, the sexy vibe is there, the compliment factor is there. It smells phenomenal. Now, for people who don't like it, I do not understand, but the fragrance is very mature, it's very addictive, and it pulls compliments, man. I think a lot of the times people tend to overspray this fragrance and tend not to like the scent. All right, for me, when I rock this bad boy, 3 sprays, maybe 5 max. But sometimes people like to overspray fragrances and this fragrance does not smell good at all. I have seen people rock this bad boy and overspray it and it smells horrible. All right, guys, 3, 5 sprays max. And boys, you're gonna be smelling good. The juice is phenomenal. Warm, cozy, inviting, sexy, seductive vibe. Boys, I'm telling you, sign me up. This fragrance is staying in my collection. Like my boy, he pretty much had this bad boy. He pretty much wears it every day, but he left it in his car during a hot heat. The fragrance got messed up, and guess what? He bought another one because the fragrance was just good. All right, guys, so listen, Dior Sauvage Elixir is just a savage. This is some grown man juice. All right, so make sure you check this beast out. Moving on to the next fragrance I have here is Nishane Annie, man. And for people who've been watching my video knows that Nishane Annie to me is one of my favorite gourmand fragrances on the market. It is just hands down a savage, man. Every time I had this bad boy on, it's always been compliments. Sometimes it's like, yo, is that you? Yes, it is. This fragrance juice is just good. It's a nice, addictive, gourmandish, creamy, vanilla, mouth-watering vibe with some beast performance, man. Bring this out for the fall, bring this out for the winter, and people are gonna be like, man, you are smelling phenomenal. All right, so we love vanilla. Check this beast out, and I'm telling you, you're going to love every ounce of this fragrance. So moving over to the next fragrance here, we also have here is Angel Share. All right, now this is gonna be a nice, sweet, boozy, sexy cinnamon scent profile that it is to die for. One of the best unisex fragrances out there in the market, you know, and I had some crazy story with this fragrance when it comes to reactions and compliment scent vibes. The fragrance juice is just good, man. If you love cinnamon, you know, if you love cognac, if you love that boozy, sexy vibe, then you're gonna love this fragrance. The only experience that I would say that was negative about this fragrance is if you ever run into somebody who doesn't like cinnamon, then they're not gonna enjoy this fragrance at all. Like literally at all. All right, that's the only bad experience that I had with this one. But outside of that, people love it. All right, it's an addictive scent profile, and it's really, really good. So I highly recommend to check this bad boy out, guys. If we love sexy, seductive, delicious, boozy vibe, and it's gonna elevate your game. Moving over to the next fragrance, we're gonna go into the house of Valentino, and I have here is Valentino Born in Roma Intense, man. And this right here, to me, I think is one of the best sellers from the house of Valentino. You know, I had my family over here, I believe during Easter, and a lot of people were smelling my fragrance, and everybody was like, I want this bottle. G Fragrance, get me this bottle. So I literally bought my grandma, my uncle this bottle, and they love it. You know what I mean? So the fragrance juice is extremely, extremely phenomenal. This is gonna be a vanilla, lavender, fresh, and sweet combo that it just smells so good, man. I really think anybody who's looking for that kind of a vibe, something that's easy to wear, easy to pull off, easy to, you know, draw people in, this fragrance is going to be perfect in that department. Panty dropper approved for me? Absolutely. Addictive vibe? Yes, sir. Magnetic? Yes. Check this piece out if we're looking to elevate your game. Moving over to the next fragrance, we're going to go here with Tony Iommi. This is going to be from the house of Xerjoff. And this right here is a nice leather boozy combo that smells so good, man. Like the leather boozy sweetness this fragrance brings to the table is absolutely breathtaking, man. Like this was a bottle that it was just love at first sniff, and it was introduced to me by one of my friends. He's like, yo, go to this store, check out this fragrance out from the house of Xerjoff. I tried it on, put it on, walked around, I'm like, yo, this fragrance is hitting pretty hard. It's pretty good, man. Full wintertime certified, compliment getter, absolutely sexy. This is gonna be for people who love that boozy leather combo, and it is addictive. When I mean it's addictive, this juice is extremely addictive. And a lot of time when I rock this bad boy, I'm normally wearing like a black leather jacket, and I'm normally rocking this bad boy because it just fits, man. For the fall time, it fits perfectly. So check this bad boy out. I'm telling you, it's extremely phenomenal. If you love leather boozy combo, and I'm telling you, it smells phenomenal. Moving over to the next fragrance, we're gonna go into the house of Mancera, and I have here is Tonka Cola, man. And this right here is pretty much a nice cola frizzy sexy vibe, man. It's very warm, very cozy, very inviting, and I love it. It's addictive, man. This juice is addictive, man. Like a lot of the fragrances that I have, especially a lot of these right here in particular, like sometimes when I smell them, I just want to keep smelling the bottle because they just smell so good, man. Like this one in particular, oh, like it's just frizzy, cola, very warm, little ambery. It's a good juice. Also for the fall and winter time. And if you're new to my video, guys, please subscribe, man, because your boy's just trying to give you guys nothing but bangers. But if you're new to my video, a lot of the fragrances that I do gravitate to are normally sweet fragrances. This is more for like the fall and winter time situation. I do love fragrances for the summer and springtime, but mostly for the fall and winter time situation, it's normally where I normally shine, man. I could bring the black leather jacket, the jean jacket out, my little casual vibes. I love those type of vibes for myself, and those are the vibes I like to bring when I'm rocking these fragrances here. And this right here, boys, check it out. If you love that cola frizzy sexy vibe, the fragrance is, I'm telling you, top notch. Moving over to the next fragrance here, we're gonna go here with Jean Paul Gaultier, and this is Le Mans Le Parfum. All right, this to me, when it comes to the whole Jean Paul Gaultier line, this has to be the best DNA. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what your mother said, your grandmother said. I don't care what you think. I'm joking. But this has to be one of the best scent from the house of Jean Paul. Period. Like it's just so good. You know, vanilla, cardamom, I believe lavender this fragrance has in the table, and it's just so addictive. Very classy, addictive, compliment puller, panty dropper approved. You know I hear a lot of mixed review when people are saying that the fragrance doesn't last. Now there was a guy I was hanging out with, one of my friends. He had this bad boy on. He's like, yo, I have Jean Paul Gaultier, but I don't smell it. I said, I smell it. It smells pretty good. You know, I feel like a lot of people, when they wear fragrances, sometimes they get nose blind to these fragrances, that sometimes they think the fragrance is no longer projecting, all right? And not every time you put something on, you're not always gonna get a immediate reaction from someone. But for me, I was smelling the fragrance perfectly fine. I'm like, dude, you're smelling phenomenal, boys. Keep doing what you're doing. And Jean Paul Gaultier, boys, I'm telling you, it is still phenomenal. It's still a classic piece, man. And I don't care. It will always be in my collection, because when it comes to all that Jean Paul, Paradise Garden, Le Mans, Elixir, absolutely, it doesn't even matter. This right here to me has the best of the best scent profile on the market. Moving over to the next fragrance here, we have here is Rehab, all right? This is gonna be from the house of Initio. Now, this fragrance gets compared a lot to Spice Bomb, you know, with that creamy, vanillic, spicy vibe. But this to me is better. Hands down is better, more addictive, more refined, and I get the difference between a price point. You know, Spice Bomb is about what, like $100. This is about $300. I don't personally don't care. For me personally, if I love something, I'm gonna go get it. You know, if I want something, I am going to go get it. And Rehab was one of those fragrances. It was extremely addictive. It's a little more freshen in the opening, and it goes into that, you know, that nice, you know, Spice Bomb DNA. But to me, it's just refined, a little more creamier, more addictive. The thing about Spice Bomb that I personally don't like is that the spice is good. The peppermint that it has, the little spiciness, I don't like it at all. This right here, I'm telling you, if you put your nose on this one, it's just so nice, creamy, very smooth, very refined, and more addictive. It's just more easy to wear for me. Like when I had people smell Spice Bomb, what of the initial opening, people was like, whoa, I don't know about this one. But when I give them this one, they're like, yo, that one smells pretty good. What is that? Rehab. The only difference between the two, to me personally, that people get afraid is just the price. But if you want it, go get it, man. And that's pretty much what I do. If I want it, I'm getting it. And Rehab is in a phenomenal fragrance, and I will always pick this one over Spice Bomb every day. It doesn't even matter. So make sure you check this beast out. It will look and smell phenomenal. So moving on to the next fragrance we have here is a Emporio Armani, and this is Absolute. So Stronger With You, absolutely, to me, man, is just the best one for me. It's my personal favorite from the whole Stronger With You line, including Amber. I do love Amber heavily. I will still keep that in my collection forever. But this one is on the top. This will be number one, Amber will be number two. Both of them are phenomenal. Stronger With You, absolutely. The booziness, the sweetness, the vanilla, the balsamic, the vibe of this fragrance is so good, man. So addictive. And the performance is just top notch. Mwah. Man, this fragrance right here is gonna get you compliments. Perfect for the fall time, perfect for the winter time. I love bringing this bad boy sometime doing date night situation, but I mostly wear this when I'm going out for those club night situation, man. And ladies love it, man. Ladies really love it, man. When you get into those situations when you're chilling at the bar, you're talking with the chick, you're getting a little closer, they're just smelling you, she's like, damn, man, this man smells really good. I'm like, yeah, baby girl. Or you take it to the dance floor, you start dancing and stuff, you know, you're like, hey, you know, hey. And she's like, you smell good. That's what this fragrance is going to bring to the table. Make sure you check this bad boy out. The fragrance is phenomenal. So moving on to the next fragrance here I have here is Mustache EDP, man. And this is supposed to be a clone to YSL Y Tuxedo. Now that fragrance is about $250, $275. Now I personally could just go and just get that fragrance in particular. But this fragrance to me just does it better and it's cheaper, right? This is not like Spice Bomb and Rehab, like I was mentioning before, because Spice Bomb, I didn't like Spice Bomb because of the spiciness, but this one is about 90% to 95% of YSL Tuxedo, so I don't see the reason to spend $275 to wear that fragrance when I could just wear this fragrance for a fraction of the price. And funny story is, or fun fact, this is literally my third bottle. Like, I really love this vibe right here. This is literally patchouli, vanilla, some amber, and it's so nice. So classy, very uplifting, very smooth. And the patchouli here is really addictive, man. Like, if you haven't tried YSL Tuxedo or this one in particular, put your nose on it. It's really good. I think every guy would probably definitely love this fragrance right now. You could dress this up, you could dress this down. It doesn't even matter. The juice is delicioso. So make sure you check this vibe out if you love patchouli fragrances, because that fragrance is a straight up savage. Moving over to the next fragrance here, we're gonna go into the house of Argos, and I have here is Fall of Faith. Now, once again, if you guys are new to my videos, I love Argo fragrances. So a lot of these things can be biased because I love Argo fragrances, but they're good, man. Like my decisions of when I recommend stuff to you, I'm not the only one who smell the fragrances. I have multiple people smell the fragrances and make sure that I'm not the only one bugging out here. Sometimes I will have my girls smell some fragrances. I will have my neighbors. I will have my friends, my family. I have different people smelling fragrances, and a lot of these people tend to gravitate to these fragrances heavily, right? Now, this one full of Phaeton, a lot of people, when it comes to the girls, that when they smell it, they don't like it. But when it comes to guys, they love this vibes, all right? So if you just want to wear fragrances for you, you're like, man, you know, I love this fragrance, then I'm telling you, you're going to love this scent profile, man. But if you're looking to get compliments from the ladies, this fragrance is not going to be it. But the juice, yo, top freaking notch. Like, if boys, I'm telling you right now, old jokes aside, if sample this bad boy, forget about the compliments from the ladies. Just sample this bad boy and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I'm telling you, the juice is phenomenal. This is gonna be a nice fresh citrus with a nice smoky element, and it smells really good, guys. I'm telling you, this is another fragrance that I would tell you guys that I will smell it. I will smell the cap, take it off, and I will come back to it. It is really good. A nice, fresh, citrus, smoky, creamy scent is very addictive, guys. I highly recommend you guys to put your nose on this bad boy right here, and that is full of faith. So moving on to the next fragrance here, we're gonna go to the house of MFK, and I have here is MFK Grand Soir, man. And Grand Soir, man, Grand Soir is king, man. This is party king, man. This right here, man, is an addictive beast, vanilla, spicy, ambery scent profile with crazy performance, guys. Like, I'm telling you, this performance here is just absolutely top notch, man. But the scent profile, absolutely breathtaking. And I remember when I first bought this fragrance because I went to a Bloomingdale's. They had a bunch of, you know, my first time getting into niche fragrances. You know, you hear about the MFK. Oh, MFK is an amazing brand. Got to get Baccarat Rouge. You got to check out the Grand Soir. You know, so I went in there. You know, I tried, you know, Baccarat Rouge, both the extra, the original one, Grand Soir. I tried, what was it? Oud and Mood, and the other ones, the fresh ones. I was trying them all. But this one was literally breathtaking. Love at first sniff. Like, anybody who ever been to a Neiman Marcus or anywhere where they sell these things, I can almost guarantee you, every time you smell Grand Soir for the first time, you must have been it was just breathtaking. It was just like, whoa, what is that? I can almost promise you, because I gave the same reaction. Me and my boy went there again, and he gave the same reaction. My other boy smelled it. Same. It was just, you can smell Baccarat Rouge. Oh, that's pretty nice. You can smell Grand Soir. I mean, you can smell all the other fragrances, but when you get to Grand Soir, we're just like, whoa, what is that? And I'm telling you I'm telling you, boys, it is a phenomenal juice with some good performance. Vanilla, amber, some spiciness. Boys, check this beast out. So now we're gonna go into the house of Parfums de Marly, guys, and I have here is Parfums de Marly Herod. All right, and Herod to me has been forgotten, man. This was a beast, and it's still a beast till this day. This is tobacco, this is vanilla, this is cinnamon, this is God-made scent right here. This is panty dropper in a bottle, sex in a bottle. This juice is extremely, extremely addictive, man. And when it came to the house of Parfums de Marly, the original Leighton and Pegasus was some of the first fragrances that I ever bought from Parfums de Marly when I ever got into niche fragrances. And the reason being was because Jeremy Fragrance. And this right here was so good. I was like, wow. I regret buying the small bottle because eventually, you know, when you start becoming a fragrance influencer, you start buying more fragrances, you start trying new fragrances. So I never really got back to buying a bigger bottle. But when I smelled this fragrance, I wanted the bigger bottle. Man, I really want even to this day, I still want it. The juice is just good. Cinnamon, vanilla, and tobacco. This scent is creamy, addictive, and is a must-have if you love that kind of a vibe. The juice is a masterpiece juice. Check it out. Okay, moving over to the next fragrance here we have here is Rasasi Hawaii for Him Ice. And Rasasi for Him Ice, man, it's a fragrance that caught me by surprise because when I first started wearing this bad boy, it all started with the original Rasasi, man. And the original Rasasi of 2015 was an absolute savage, man. A lot of people was like, oh, this is the new Invictus Aqua 2016. I'm gonna tell you something, boys. Spoiler alert, no, because Hawaii, the original, was released first. That was released in 2015. So technically speaking, Victus Aqua 2016 was a replica of the original Versace. Just saying. But the Versace 2015 was a straight up savage. It was fresh, clean, aquatic with some beast performance, man. Like that was a fresh fragrance that was just insane, man. Like, and it was affordable. All right, guys. But this time, eventually, 5 years later or so, they finally released Hawaii Ice, and it's pretty much the same DNA of the original, but this time we go a little more sweeter, right? This thing has a little more of a sweeter element than the original. We still have the fresh aquatic vibe, but it has a nice sweetness that comes off very nice, very smooth, and the performance is still beastly, man. Like the performance is still beastly. Actually, my girl actually gifted this fragrance to one of her friends, and he loves it more than ever. Now this guy pretty much bought a bunch of fragrances from the House of Versace. I feel like I'm ruining these people's lives, but overall, the juice here, top notch, boys. So make sure you check out Versace. It's a nice, affordable house with some beast mode projectors. All right, guys. Moving over to the next fragrance here, we're gonna go here with Initio once again, and this is Musk Therapy. And this to me has to be one of the best smelling fragrance out there in the market. It's very uplifting, very smooth, very relaxing, man. Like if you were just at home, stressed out, you put some meditation music on, you smell this bottle, man, your mind is gonna be cleared. It's gonna feel like you're on vacation. That's a good this juice really is. It's really, really, really good, man. This is a very nice unisex fragrance. You can gift this to your girl, you can buy it for your mom, or even for yourself. The juice is actually very versatile and it's very, very smooth. Perfect for the springtime, perfect for the summertime, and it is an addictive scent profile that you guys should probably check out, and that is Initio Musk Therapy. So moving over to the next scent here, we're gonna go into the house of Jean Paul again, and we have here is Scandal Absolute. Now, just like I mentioned about Le Male Le Parfum, as I believe that is the best DNA in general. I don't care if it's from the Scandal line or the original line. The Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Le Parfum, I think, is the best DNA out there in the market. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna stick to it. But this one right here, when it comes to the entire Scandal line, I think this is the best one. From the original one all the way up to this one, or even the newest one that has been released. The juice for this one is just good. This is sweet, very addictive, very mouth-watering, absolutely delicious. Got some nice caramel in here, and it still has that nice, sexy Jean Paul Gaultier DNA that we all know and love, that sexy and seductive vibes. And I had people, once again, come over here and try this fragrance, and they just love at first sniff. And I had a lot of people buy this fragrance, and they do love it. This is going to be more for the fall and wintertime situation, performance 7+ hours, and it is amazing for club night, date night situation, or if you're looking to wear something for the fall to just chill and relax, put this bad boy on. It is absolutely amazing. Moving over to the next fragrance, we're gonna go here with Hugo Boss, and we have his Boss Bottle Absolute. And this right here was a fragrance that caught me by surprise, because before I tried trying this fragrance out, the fragrance I was wearing the most was the original one. I believe is the Boss Bottle Elixir. That's the one that came out before this one, if I'm mistaken. I was enjoying that one nicely. But then this one came out, Absolute, and I seen Jensen talk about it. He said, you know what, this is fragrance of the year. This one caught me by surprise. I said, this one? Bought it, tried it out, and I'm like, whoa, this fragrance is good. All right, so this is gonna be a nice, smoky, resonant, sweet scent profile, and it is absolutely a 10 out of 10 from Boss. Like this right here, if you haven't tried it already, it's a 10 out of 10. If you dislike this fragrance, I don't know what you're smelling. You must be new to fragrances, but the juice is phenomenal. Smoky, sweet, absolutely addictive scent from Boss Bottle. So check this beast out. So moving over to the next fragrance, we're gonna go here with Gucci Guilty Elixir de Parfum. And this right here was an underrated fragrance for a very long time, especially when it was released. I believe it was released about 2 years ago, and nobody was talking about it, man. Nobody was talking about it. And I kept recommending this fragrance to a lot of people, and it's just a nice white floral spicy scent. and it is good, man. It is good. If you love white floral, a lot of people, when you guys hear floral, it's like, oh my God, florals are for girls, florals are not for men, florals, boys. I am telling you, this floral right here is very masculine. It's spicy, very addictive, very sexy. And I have smelled people out there around me wearing this fragrance, and I'm like, yeah, that's Gucci Guilty Elixir. That smells really good, guys. So check this bad boy out from the house of Gucci. And overall, I think Gucci just makes awesome fragrances, guys. So, but this one you should check out. And also the newest release, that is the Absolute. That one is also more phenomenal than this one if you love dark fragrances, because that one has leather, it has a nice sweet boozy rum, and it smells amazing. The only similarity between this one and the Absolute is the opening. Outside of that, they both go in their own direction. So if you love something a little more lighter, go with this one. A little more darker, go with Absolutely. So now we're jumping into the next fragrance on this list. We're gonna go back into the house of Argos, and that I have here is Dene. And Dene is also a phenomenal scent from the house of Argos. A lot of people also gravitate to this fragrance too. Very easy to wear, very masculine, very smooth, mass appealing, compliment getter. This fragrance just does it all. Perfect for the early spring, perfect for the fall time. The fragrance juice is just phenomenal. Performance A+, sexy, seductive, sign me up, all right, guys? To me, when it comes to Argos, this has to be maybe my top 4, top 5, because I do have Triumph for Baggers. I do enjoy Sacred Flames and so much more, but this one is still up there. I would say, like I said, could be top 3 to top 5, but this is absolutely amazing, so make sure you check it out. So moving over to the next fragrance, we're gonna go into the house of Afna, and I have here is 9 p.m. Night Out. Now, this is a brand new release from 2026, and it's just a fragrance that I just fell in love with instantly, man. This is gonna be your playful vibe for those club night situation that smells phenomenal. Literally, when we used to talk about playful fragrances, we used to talk about Versace Euros, we used to talk about Jean Paul Gaultier, Audemars, you know, but this right here just gives you that nice playful vibe that is perfect for those club night, and it's extremely addictive, man, and it pulls compliments. Ladies love it, and this fragrance is just an absolute savage. Fresh, sweet, absolutely addictive for those club night situation, and I'm telling you, boys, masterpiece from the house of Afna. So now moving on to the next fragrance here, guys, we have here is Holtan. This is gonna be from the house of Parfums de Marly. And Holtan is another addictive fragrance that smells amazing. We got some saffron, some praline, some ooze, some vanilla. The fragrance is a fragrance that is just meant for those people who love delicious, sexy fragrances. Now, when I first had this fragrance and I ever tried it, it didn't come off as a compliment beast, but the fragrance pulls compliments. Ladies love it. I put it on when I'm out dancing or doing whatever the case might be, and people are like, yo, you smell pretty good. What is that? You know, and it's Holtan. It just happens all the time. So check this bad boy out if you're looking for a nice, delicious fall fragrance that projects like a savage and get those compliments rolling. So moving on to the next fragrance here, we're gonna go here from the house of Initio once again, and we have here is Side Effect, man. And Side Effect was one of my go-to date night fragrances. As a matter of fact, it still is when it comes to the fall and winter time situation. This is gonna be a nice cinnamon, sweet, boozy scent profile, and once again, I do love that boozy vibe. Does have some cinnamon, have some vanilla, and it's an addictive scent profile for those nice date night situation. Now, this fragrance is not a beast projector like I normally tell a lot of people, but this fragrance normally leaves a nice, sexy sillage. Like, it will leave a trail of your scent, and people love it. People sometimes rub back to me and be like, yo, whatever you got on smells good. You just left a nice trail back there, and I just had to compliment you on it. And that's how good the fragrance is. And sometimes I will leave a facility and I will come back and I will smell my own scent going back the same way I came. The scent lingers for a while and it smells really, really good. So moving on to the next fragrance, we're gonna go to the house of Amouage, and I have here is Reflection Man 45. And Reflection Man 45 is another amazing scent profile that you guys should be looking into. If you guys love those classy white floral fragrances, a little bit more bold, more robust, not like Gucci Guilty Elixir that's a little more spicy and more lightweight. This right here is a little more heavier when it comes to the white floral, a little more masculine. It's perfect for those office situation or for those special occasion if you're looking for something like in this department. All right, the fragrance is long lasting, it's sexy, it's seductive, and it means business. All right, so if you guys love white floral that's a little more strong, more masculine, a little more robust, check this beast out. It is a phenomenal scent profile. So now we're going back into the house of Argos once again. And listen, I love Argo fragrances, and I'm sorry, but we have here is Sacred Flames. And now this one right here in particular is gonna be more of a fruity scent profile that smells phenomenal. My family came here the other day for Easter, and they was trying this fragrance. I believe it was my grandma, but she was like, "Oh, you know this fragrance, I don't smell it, I don't smell it." But everybody in the room was like, "Yo, what is that scent, yo?" And it is Sacred Flame. She can't smell it, but everybody smelled it. And it was a fragrance that everybody fell in love with. The fruity opening to this fragrance is absolutely breathtaking. If anybody does not like the opening of this fragrance, let me know, because it is absolutely addictive. It is so good. But overall, the open is not everything. From the opening to mid to dry down, the fragrance is just phenomenal. It is a savage, long lasting, and it is an addictive scent that you guys should be checking out. So make sure you check this beast out if you're looking to elevate your game. So now we're going to the house of MFK, and I have here is Oud Satin Mood. All right, guys, and Oud Satin Mood is a date night beast, a date night savage. All right, this fragrance right here is gonna fill up rooms. This fragrance right here is gonna get you noticed. This fragrance is gonna make an impression on the girl that you with and everybody in the facility. All right, guys, this fragrance is vanilla. We got some ooze, some violet, some saffron, if I'm not mistaken, but the juice is absolutely amazing. All right, so if you guys are on the market for a date night fragrance to make a beast ass impression, check this beast out. So moving on to the next fragrance here, we're gonna go into the house of Xerjoff, and we have here is Naxos, man, and this has been my juggernaut for years now, man. This right here and Grand Source, sometimes I mix them together and they make an awesome combination. But this alone is still a savage, all right? This is some vanilla, we got some tobacco, lavender, some honey, some tonka. This fragrance is a masterpiece from Xerjoff, man. Like, this is literally my second bottle and I love it till this day. Would never ever replace this fragrance. This will always be in my collection. So if you guys love sweet tobacco scent profile, check this beast out. I'm telling you, it's not going to disappoint. This is perfect for the fall time, winter time situation, and it's going to elevate your game. So moving on to the next fragrance here, we have here is Creed Aventus Centaurus. And Centaurus was a fragrance that caught me by surprise because a lot of the fragrance from the House of Creed, I don't really gravitate to those fragrances, but this one and Delphinius just caught my nose. But this one in particular was just breathtaking, man. And this fragrance is about $525 when I went to go check it out. I bought it on a discount for $300, and I love the scent. Every ounce of this fragrance. All right, this is warm, spicy tobacco, got a little bit of that nice bourbon vibe, and it smells really, really good. You're looking for something for some special occasion for the fall and winter time with some good performance, check this beast out, man. The fragrance juice is absolutely delicioso. So moving on to the next fragrance, but before we get there, there is a fragrance that I had to remove from the list because I had to keep it up to 30, and it was Montel Infinity, man. Montel Infinity was a fragrance that I was talking about heavily when it was released, because once again, this was a very underrated fragrance, and I started talking about heavily about this fragrance, and everybody started checking it out, and then I started slowly seeing reviews out there in the fragrance industry. But the juice is phenomenal. This would be a nice, sweet, plum, absolutely addictive fragrance with crazy performance. Compliment every single time for the full time. Every time somebody smelled this fragrance on me, they were like, man, you smell really good, guys. So once again, it didn't make it to the top 30, but it is good. It can easily be in here, but it was hard to just make it 30. But guys, Infinity, I'm telling you, don't sleep on this fragrance. It is good. So moving on to the next and last fragrance we have here is Triumph of Abacus from Argos. And this right here, to me, it is king. All right, I cannot see myself living in this world without this fragrance in my collection. Argos has the best fragrances out there and the best presentation. Guys, I'm gonna leave a link down below to check out their samples. Try them out for yourself. Elevate your game, boys. This is boozy, sweet, fruity, tobacco, absolutely addictive scent profile, man, that I'm telling you, you will never ever be disappointed. If anybody had to invest on a niche fragrance out there in the market, this right here will be my first recommendation for every man who looking to smell amazing. So check out this Savage that is Triumph of a Bacchus Extrait. If you guys are looking for if you guys are looking for 10 fragrances that I'm currently obsessed with, check this video right here as your boy provide you with those bangers. See you on the next video.